What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about WLFI, World Liberty Financial. Liberty Bibberty. Hit that like button, subscribe, and thank you all for being here. It is the 13th day of April. Here we are sitting at about 8 cents just below there, 7.932, with 9 hours and 53 minutes left in the day. Again, hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. A lot of selling pressure came in, and I'm sure we're all aware of the narrative, the stories that are being told right now about WLFI, and it seems pretty bleak. It seems pretty pessimistic and bearish, and it seems like the most obvious thing to do right now would be to avoid WLFI like the plague, and to not put money into it. And I'm just thinking in a contrarian state of mind here, where we're in a bull market, and Bitcoin's at new all-time highs. Altcoins are pumping 30% a day, whatever the case may be. We're just rallying through the roof, and everybody's thinking this is the best time to buy. This thing's going to go up 100x from here. You could put your money in, and you're going to double it in the next month. It's so obvious to buy, right? You guys remember back here, everybody was saying WFI was going to change the world, and that was, in theory, then the worst time to buy. I was saying that it was stay away from it, avoid it like the plague. But now, and back here, everybody else was saying get into it. It's Donald Trump's baby. He's going to make it. It's the Trump family's project. They're going to make it great. It's going to do really well. Everybody was saying that. They were talking about all the fundamentals. And I was like, shove those fundamentals where the sun don't shine. It's coming out at an overvalued valuation, and everybody's talking great about it. It just seems like it's going to dump, and it did dump. And here now it's the opposite. Everybody wants to avoid it like the plague. Everybody's so smart for staying away from it. And it makes me think, man. It makes me think that this actually it's like the exact opposite. It's like the exact opposite. And making a play on that opposite might be a good thing. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but I'm genuinely considering buying some WLFI here. And if I do, I'll make a post on X. But I just wanted to make you guys aware that here we are at all-time lows. It's a phenomenal time to buy, right? Buy low, sell high. That's what they say. From a low point to a high point here. I also have to say, I don't know if I believe this Justin Sun drama that's going on. Like, I wonder. I have a theory in my head that Justin Sun and Trump are friends, and they're doing this as a theatric to push the price down, and then they're going to make a bunch of money off it. I don't know. And maybe not friends, but they just like understand each other. I don't know. Justin Sun, it's a theory. I don't have anything really to back it up. I have a couple things to back it up, but I don't want to get into it. But it's a theory, and it doesn't come from nowhere. But I wouldn't be surprised if if the project actually pumped. Justin Sun's getting all upset about it now, and this is something that happened like back in September of 2025, the things that he's complaining about. It's interesting. I mean, maybe he woke up on the wrong side of the bed, he's dealing with a hangover, and he decided to take out his feelings on WLFI recently, maybe. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. It'll be interesting to see. I wonder if Justin Sun's going to go to the Crypto Gala event for Trump Coin. Speaking of Trump-related projects, for Trump Coin, which is also at all-time lows, on the 25th. And I wonder if they'll be able to talk then. I wonder if we'll see any kind of back and forth because of that, or if he'll be forbidden from going to the event. Maybe he is forbidden from going to the event, and that's why he's throwing a BF right now. I don't know. Maybe it is real, but the theatrics of it all, the dramatization, the thought that comes to my mind is, oh, clearly stay away from this. It's going to go to zero. And anytime I think that about anything, that's normally actually a good time to buy. Whenever it's like the first thought, whenever it's the first thought. So I'm just offering that thought here. We look at this from a high to a low. If this thing were to see any type of recovery bounce at all, I mean, the 236 is the minimum fib for a reason, but I typically do disregard the 236, and I look to the 382, but that would be a 20% pump from here. The 382 is likely a 38% pump from here, 40% pump or more. You typically do wick a little bit above there, and that could make sense. Prior support back here, prior resistance back here. I think there's a good little short-term play to be made here, and there is the potential to drop lower. There absolutely is, so be aware of that. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. Maybe if you're trying to make this play, use very tight stop losses, but somebody was saying the risk to reward is just not there, man. What, 40% pump for what could be like a 90% dump? I hear you. Stop loss. Make it a 5% dump. Make it a 3% dump. If it sees lower, if it sees new all-time lows altogether, make it a 4% loss. Less than a 5% loss. for what could be a 40% growth, then your risk to reward is way higher. It's not like you buy here and you're just effed if it goes all the way down. You can have stop losses. That does exist, and that's how you make the risk to reward go in your favor. And then maybe you sell out, you sell for a slight loss, it dumps down further, and then you can make that play from somewhere else. Maybe there's some bullish divergence going on, or you walk away entirely with a little bit of a hiccup, and then you put it in something else that makes you some money. I don't know. On that note, Trump coin, the Gala event is on the 25th, and the snapshot date is tomorrow at like 12 p.m. Eastern time, which will roughly be at like this time tomorrow. So I do think between now and then we will see a little bit of a pump. Last year, in 2025, the snapshot date was the 19th, and then the next day we pumped 12%. I mean, really, from the low to the high, we pumped 20% in like a day. That was the snapshot date. And then the Gala event happened here at the top. So from the snapshot date to the Gala, we pumped 30% overall. And the reason why it didn't dump after the snapshot date is because all the top wallets are forced to hold until the Gala event is completed, basically, until the VIP part is concluded. And here you've got all the top wallet holders who, even at all-time lows, they can't sell. They're not going to sell because they want their position. They want to get to this Crypto Gala event, which actually looks pretty cool. I'm jealous of anybody who's going. I mean, you have to have like $60,000 or more worth of Trump coin to be able to go to this event. So I'm pretty jealous, of the people who are going to get to go, because there's a lot of cool speakers that are going to be there, guys. You got Tim Draper's going to be there. Anthony Pompliano's going to be there. Pompliano, not Agno, Pompliano. Mike Tyson's going to be there. The founder of Tether, Kathy Wood, the guy that founded Upbit. I mean, there's more than that. I can't. There's some other names that I'm drawing a blank on, but there's a lot of Tony Robbins will be there. It'll be interesting. It'll be kind of a really cool, I think, experience. And I don't know. I don't think that if you're registered and you're able to go, I don't think there's people that are going to want to sell right now. They're not going to sell until the 26th. So the selling pressure really goes away. Who's going to sell it right now? You know what I mean? People who want to go short, maybe. Shorting something at all-time lows, that doesn't sound smart. Anyways, getting back to WLFI. Speaking of which, shorting something at all-time lows, I don't know. Go for it if you want to. The daily MACD does look sad, does look horrendous. Stochastics are oversold, and the RSI is oversold as well. The last time you were here at this level in the RSI, you were at the lows. And how much of a pump did you see from your low to your high? From a low to a high, you pumped 36%. I'm calling for a 40% pump, you guys. I mean, it's not that difficult, right? It's basically in right there at prior resistance. I'm not calling for the world. But maybe we do. Maybe we get a crazy pump. Maybe this negative news, the most negative news we've seen surrounding WLFI, the Trump family has taken their names off the roster of WLFI. I don't even know if that's true. I can't find the roster, but I mean, I'm sure things are different. I wonder if they really are trying to detach themselves. I mean, if that's true, that kind of is bad. But even then, buying things in turmoil, in times where negative news is surrounding it, it's like the same thing as selling something when positive news is surrounding it, right? We've all bought something when the positive news gets to our emotions, right? Imagine buying something when the negative news is getting to your emotions. Some of the most successful investors have been on record saying that the best investments they made, the best trades, the best moves they made felt wrong when they were doing it, but they did it anyways. And they did it because of that contrarian outlook. I don't know, just a thought. Just a thought here, guys. 4-hour time frame. If it'll load. Not really a whole lot to go off of. You drop down, had some volume come in, volume really tapered off, and you've actually had some consistent volume. This looks like low volume relative to these spikes, but guys, that is some high volume down here at these lows. And it's not pushing the price down. I would imagine there's some accumulation going on. And even if it is a short-term move, 40% up for what could be like a less than 4% loss, 5% loss. I mean, that's good risk to reward right there. And then maybe it does drop. And if you'd like, you could, if there's some bullish divergence, if there's some bullish signals that flash on these indicators, you could make that same play there. And likely, I do think whether it's from here and we do a 40% move or from here and we do a 40% move, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. I think it's going to happen from here. And it's the reason why I'm the most confident in that is because of the negativity that's being spread around the space right now. Everybody and their mother knows, quote unquote, to stay away from WLFI. And that's exactly why it'll pump. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. Just a madman's theories, apparently. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.